Geralt of Rivia, the king of the witchers, the witcher of kings.
Come on, have a drink with us. Trouble.
Something's brewing.
Take care.
I wouldn't mind a shot. Celebrating something?
A great victory.
Interesting.
We did away with Veopatis, or whatever the hell they call him.
13 hacked off his head and nailed it to his arse.
You behaved like swine.
What? We're not allowed a bit of fun? It was only a wooden puppet.
Come on, let's play our game.
Right, toothpicks.
Knife throwing. Care to try me?
Gladly.
Vess against the Witcher. Place your bets, gentlemen. 10 to 1 on Vess. Witcher, map on the wall. Vess wins.
There they are! Those are the shitheads who desecrated Veopatis' statue!
Pitchforks! What's what you say, Bumpkin?
What's going on?
Nothing. We had a little competition.
They threw knives at a statue of Veopatis! It's blasphemy! Our gods desecrated by soldiers!
They're no ordinary soldiers, but blue stripes. Know what that means?
Blue or green, it's all the same to me. They're whoresons, all of them!
What did you say?
I just...
You said what you thought. Good, that's the way. Beer for this brave man. And drink to my health. Here's to the whore's son, Vernon Roach.
Vernon.
You've got shitty glassware in Flotsam. Not fit for a hero, but I've got an idea. Drink the whoreson's beer from the floor.
Geralt, do something.
I'll try. Vernon. Leave them alone.
What if I don't?
Enough of that! Stop it!
Get up, Vernon. Didn't mean that to happen.
Leave me alone.
You're too hard on Roach.
I don't like sadists.
Vernon was a half-orphan.
What does that have to do with it?
He was raised in poverty. His mother turned to whoring to keep him from starving. The other children called him a whore's son. Hasn't been able to handle that insult since. Come on, let's have a drink.
All right.
Remember when we had to wait in the cave for reinforcements?
How could I forget? We ate Pete, we were so starved.
Ah, those were the days.
Here's to Pete, tart and nutritious.
What do you say to a little competition? A keg of beer to whoever beats Geralt at arm wrestling.
And if Geralt wins?
I'll give you my sword. A true antique. But it sacks off many a head. You don't make 'em like this anymore.
All right.
Me throat's a little dry. Pour us a drink, someone. Remember when I bet a lieutenant I could plough 4 elven halls at once?
He said we'd sooner cross the sea on the arses of 4 whores strapped together to make a raft.
I'd have managed it.
Sure. If only there were that many elf women at the brothel. Let's begin. We'll see if 13 can beat the Witcher. "13 proves too weak for the Witcher. Keep practicing there, mate."
Plough off, the lot of you. Somebody pour me a drink. Remember when I rode my horse into a tree?
Can't say I do.
Have a shot. It'll refresh your memory.
Gentlemen, now it's Fen against the Witcher. Geralt, the prize is yours.
May it serve you well.
Gentlemen, to our health. Just like after the Battle of Garge.
Aye, that was a right piss-up. We puked all over the battlefield.
To paradise on whores' arses.
Got drunk as newts, you did. Never seen anything like it in my life.
Anything like what?
Such a sight.
Meaning?
Better you don't remember.
But I want to know.
I tell you for a few odd ends.
There. Now talk.
Talk to the madame. She knows the details.
Boss, so what about that bonus?
Is the work complete?
Not yet.
No, thank you, not a good boy. Thirsty, damn it!
And then she says, I love you, mate. But we can't.
Why not? Yeah, why the bloody hell not?
Any progress? Ever heard of doing it Witcher and Striggett style? No, tell me. He downed the flask, tried to get it on false.
Greetings.
What can I get you, fine lad?
They say you know what happened here yesterday.
I do, but you'd be better off not asking, darling.
Talk.
Nothing's for free, especially in a brothel.
talk?
5 of you came in, or crawled in, I should say.
I was crawling.
Indeed. One of the blue ones ordered 5 girls. I gave you the best because you showed me good coin.
What happened next?
This is the interesting bit, because instead of ploughing them like the normal soldiery, you mounted them and told them to give you a ride to the port.
Can't be.
Ask the lass in the uniform then.
Vess was here too?
Sure was. She tried to stop you, but you were too much for her.
Left hook! Watch out for the left hook!
Hello, Witcher.
I talked to the madam. Is what she says true?
I tried to talk you out of it, but you insisted you'd cross the river on the whore's arses. You tried for several hours, but it just wasn't going to be.
What happened next?
You said you wanted to be one of the blue stripes and had to get yourself a tattoo.
What tattoo?
One like ours. And you got it.
Shit. Where are my things?
You left them all over the place. I gathered them in that trunk by the window.
Thanks, Vess.
Watch out for yourself, Geralt.
Is your hatred toward...
You don't know me, Geralt. Human or non-human, it makes no difference to me. To me, the Scoia'tael are but bandits hiding out in the wood.
How did you...
Why'd you ask?
Well, you're a beautiful girl and...
So what? I'm not a nobleman's or merchant's daughter. All right. I may have the looks, but with my background the best I could hope for was to be a maid in some roadside inn, or to work at a brothel not unlike the local one, using my sweet lips to give blowjobs for a handful of coppers. So I'll stick to slitting elven throats, thank you.
Definitely the better choice if you look at it that way. They say you're good at it.
Right you are. I'm a soldier because I do it well.
Ever dreamed of a different life?
Finch, our marksman, once tried farming, but he just didn't have the hands for it.
Bet he'd get me right between the eyes from 80 paces off.
100. I've tried cooking, darning, smiling like a doll, serving beer in a tavern. None of my...
The man we're looking for is much more dangerous than any...
Must be. If he managed...
It wasn't the first time someone tried to kill Foltest. I killed an assassin before.
If anyone screws up, it won't be me, I assure...
Hey!
What's going on?
Complicated to take.
What are they?
The content?
The fight.
Drop you.
Complicated.
So?
Oh yeah.
He's a fresher like you, brother. So what?
I'm ready.
Gentlemen!
Wait till he drops his fucking guard! Punches! Lights out!
Wouldn't want to get on your... Up for...
Who's up?
Call Branson.
Strange name.
There's everything backwards.
Flip.
Show us your... So what'll it...
I'm ready.
Gentlemen, let the dance begin.
Wait till he drops his fucking guard! Punches! Lights out! Hey, champ.
What?
I can tell you're a serious contender.
So?
They call me King Ziggy. If you want a taste of fame and riches, look for me by the inn in the evenings.
That was fucking poet. Up for another, bruh.
Who's up?
I knew you...
Who's that?
Tidy Tib. The bastard. You better get a solid coin pouch ready. So what...
I'm ready.
Gentlemen, let the dance begin.
Left hook! Watch out for the left hook!
Wait till he drops his fucking guard!
Wouldn't want to get on your bad side. Congratulations! You dropped some of the toughest brawlers. Well done. Tournament's over.
Dorito wants the Scoia'tael gone for good. He didn't say anything specific, but in his mind's eye, he saw them on the prison bar.
Jorvats outsmarted bigger fish than I commented.
Dorito's got something going with Sheila, so I'd take him seriously if I were you.
You never know. Maybe the sorceress hunts more.
I found a patient's chart in the ruins of the hospital.
You mean the burned-down insane asylum?
They committed him to the asylum because he'd insisted he'd been a prisoner of the Wild Hunt. He claimed he'd been in a world without humans, where he'd seen herds of unicorns. He managed to return to our world after a year, only to find his children had died of old age. Following this, Vernon, it means he'd been to a world where time flows a lot slower. A little town deep in the forest, terrorized by Scoia'tael.
Flotsam isn't just any old town, Geralt. Temeria, Redania, Kedwin and Edda. The largest kingdoms in the north. Nope.
The Pontar Valley, a strip of land they've been battling.
Exactly. And here's Flotsam, on the border between Temeria and Edda, with Kedwin lying in
At the very edge of the Pontar Valley.
stuck in the middle.
The North's most important trade routes meet here. Every caravan has to come through Flotsam, and anyone who wants to place their cargo on a boat on this section of the...
They say Henselt of Kedwin has gathered an army and is heading for Vergen. The Pontar Valley will be on fire soon, while we, Geralt, are sitting in Flotsam.
I'd like to believe it's pure coincidence and the killer just followed the squirrels here.
Naive, to say the least, Witcher.
I questioned Kieran.
Where is the bastard?
I get the feeling he's dead. Just landed on the Isle of Avalor. I've been to that island, Vernon. I remembered something while talking to Kieran. I was there with Yennefer. She gave her life to save mine.
Did you remember the crossing? How you got there?
With Suri's help.
Interesting.
What I find interesting is how a master spook like you has no idea what happened to me over those 5 years. 5 years, Roach. That's enough time to topple a monarchy twice.
First off, my responsibilities do not include the surveillance of dead witches. And second,
spit it out.
Unconfirmed rumors. I've never taken action based on them.
I need something. Scraps even. So you need to tell me everything you know. Even things you think might sound ridiculous.
3 years back, Fen got a missing persons case. Someone was abducting young people, aged 10 to 20. Now the case went cold because no one agreed to testify. Except for one woman, considered insane because she insisted the Wild Hunt had made off with her son. And she claimed she'd learned of this from an old man who was pursuing the cavalcade. He resembled a skeleton of a man. White hair, 2 swords on his back.
The Wild Hunt is a riddle. A riddle that will restore my memory, if I can just solve it.
As I see it, you're more likely to learn about the hunt from the insane. Not a reasonable man out there can teach you a thing. You might visit that asylum in the woods. Oh.
So long, Roach. You'll get a chance to show.
I sent the boys out into the woods. Tough going, too dense.
It's no picnic hunting elves in the forest.
My people saw the Kingslayer again. He knows we're here, but
I think it's on. So long, Roach.
Betting on my boys. Who does King's? Given any thought to my...
I'm ready.
I'll
Spit it out.
Know what Flotsam's famous for?
Nothing.
You're wrong there. There are only 2 towns worth visiting in the Pontar Valley. Bondar, famous for having the most beautiful halls in the north, and Flotsam, for having the best fist-fighting scene.
Who organizes these fights?
Officially, no one. But look hard and you'll be surprised what you can find. It's a vibrant scene with winners and losers of all kinds. I promote fighters. Place them in...
Halt! I know you...
Like all...
Well,
This one, you'll see.
all right.
Fine.
You're a rich...
The weapons will be waiting...
Burrito.
in the flesh.
Does he condone these fights?
Condone? He sets them up. A lot of coin at stake here. I haven't been too lucky lately, but I believe you'll change that. People will remember King Ziggy. Just don't disappoint me.
Finish the fucker off!
Ziggy the Clown returns.
And in grand fashion.
The Monster Slayer. How'd you talk him into fight?
King Ziggy,
All in all, looks...
we're about to make...
Yeah, I'm ready.
Grand. I'll hear you. Twigs will be your first opponent.
I love these pussies with cocky names.
Suck it to him! Stand your ground! Suck it to him! Finish the fucker off!
Beautiful job.
Who's next?
One punch, name says it.
I'll see if I can't...
Suck it to him! Finish the fucker off! Suck it to him!
You're the discovery of my lifetime.
Think we're made for each other?
Indeed, but we've a long way to go. The next opponent is Smugface, also known as Tassel Dick. He has tassels.
Bring on.
Stand your ground! Suck it to him!
One more and we'll be rich and...
Who is it?
Stanek. In a rumble it takes at least 4 lads to take him down. Don't underestimate...
Witcher, come here a minute. It's impressive technique.
Thanks.
Last fight's coming up, and everyone's betting on the dead surge. You. Except for me.
What do you want, Dorito?
Stanek has to win, but the true winners will be you and me. A third of the jackpot's yours, and that's not an op.
I see. You're a regular con.
Your opinions don't interest me. You ought to take...
Piss off, old man.
Finish the fucker off! Stand your ground! Suck it to him!
Pay up.
Here's your coin. The guards will take you to the gate. You'll regret this.
I told you we'd win. I've got a real sense for these things.
I think you owe me something.
Why don't we have some fun first? A free round.
You can screw my share.